And hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ. Yep, welcome to the rapid reaction in your house takeover. We are in a very strange time in this world right now. We got some we're in the midst of the protesting continuing, and we are still trying to recover from the coronavirus and everything like that. So it was good to have some stuff on television tonight to take our minds off of the stuff that is going on in this world. And that's what In Your House Takeover did. It's a 2 hour and 20 minute, 22 minute, something like that pay per view. Once again, um, very short pay per view, but a very entertaining pay per view. There was some pretty good matches, and yeah. So let's go ahead and let's jump right into um reviewing the pay per view. We started with the 6 woman tag that started off the show. Tegan Knox, Sachi Blackheart, and Mia Yim versus Candice LeRae, Dakota and Raquel Gonzalez. This match was, I thought, you know, pretty down to formula. I do like the fact that there was some, there was still having things with the rivalries. They are still doing like the Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox rivalry. And I think they've added Shotzi Blackheart to it, and of course we had a rivalry that just started with Candice LeRae and Mia Yim, and we put them together for a 6 man tag. So I thought that was really cool. Um, this match was, I thought, again, that was formulaic. It did what it was supposed to do. Gave us entertaining. Gave us a good start to the show. The winners were Tegan Knox and her team. And yeah, so I gave it 3 stars. Next match was Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. And this was a really good match, really good match. I thought there was some good stuff. I thought Damian Priest definitely came. In my prediction video, I said that they were going to try to make Damian Priest look like a star, and I think that's what they did. I think they made Damian Priest look like a star. But again, also like I said in my predictions video, I just think they're going to give Finn Balor his due, because I think when they do get back to shooting over there in the UK, I think Finn Balor will be facing Walter for the NXT UK Championship, and I think he will be doing that. So, and I'm actually no, I'm actually I'm not surprised, because I think Great Britain seems to be doing things a lot slower. They're taking the California route. They're taking things very slow. But again, you can't. It's definitely better to be cautious than to be flippant and or overly cautious. I should say overly cautious. And California has been overly cautious here in America, and over there in Great Britain, they are very overly cautious, and I think there's nothing to be wrong with it. I also don't think there's nothing wrong to be open, like in Arizona and Florida. They seem to have everything open, so good on them. I think we listen to the states, and this is what the states feel like when it comes to this situation. So, but anyway, yeah, way off the topic. But yeah, some really good stuff for Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Again, without Damian Priest, like star, loved it, and we had a good finish with Finn Balor winning, beating Damian Priest. I give it 3 and 3/4 stars. Really did. Next was the North American Championship between Johnny Gargano and Keith Lee, and this again was a really good match, and I thought the story they told was some good stuff. They went ahead and they worked on the eye that got injured this past Wednesday. They did some stuff with that. I think it is kind of hard when you have a smaller person who is the heel, they're going against the bigger guy who is the baby face, and you almost want to go to that trope of breaking it down, right? You want to work the leg and work the knee, work the body part to keep him on the mat, right? Keep the big guy on the mat, who's the baby face. And they didn't, and that necessarily didn't happen. They just kind of stayed with a regular straight up match. And it was still good, some back and back stuff. We got Mia Yim and Candice LeRae involved once again. Um, but when it came down to it, Keith Lee beat him. Keith Lee won. He beat Johnny Gargano, and um, it was very, very tempting. I think very, very tempting. I think for them. I'm sure they wanted to put the title on Gargano. Again, I'm not sure why they didn't. I'm not sure. So I really want to know what are they thinking there, because you know I just don't know. I think hold on, and I guess I'll get to it after the entire show. After I get to the entire show, but I really have wondered what thoughts of what they were thinking. Yeah, but Keith Lee wins with the big thing, catastrophe, 4.25 star. That was real, real, real good. Next was the parking lot brawl for the um, NXT title between Dream and Adam Cole, and this was recorded beforehand, and this was apparently that was done during the nighttime, and it was after they had rained. Excuse me. Just after they rained, and it was everything one night in Florida, and so you can tell there was just like some wetness on the ground. So this match was it was the same match. This was again along the lines of the Taker AJ match, and along the lines of the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa match. It was along those lines, which I have a lot. I feel I have a lot better feel of those matches than the other ones, because they take it more seriously. They take it more seriously. They're not doing, but they're not doing silly shit to try to be funny and to be things like that. Like the fighting in Vince McMahon's office for the Bunny the Bank match, or Doink the Clown popping up for some reason, or anything like that. They're not, doing stuff like that. They're having a contest in it, but they're doing it in a cinematic way, which that to me I can find joy with that, something like that, and be entertained by that. And I can be entertained by, excuse me, that I can be entertained by the Firefly Funhouse match, and I can be entertained by the Money in the Bank stuff, but it is also tiresome, because it is just like, why aren't they like treating this as if this was like more important? In my old age, I really have become, I really have become more serious. I think the way I put it is that I like comedy in my wrestling, but I don't like comedy wrestling. You know what I mean? And I think that's what that becomes. Firefly Funhouse and the stuff with Money in the Bank, and even though I didn't watch it, the Stadium Stampede, all that stuff becomes comedy wrestling and not comedy in your wrestling. So, but yeah, there was Dexter Loomis. He came out of from under the ring and had that crazy stare. He threw the undisputed era, who had made an appearance, threw them into a car and drove them off. And so yeah, it was all good. The stipulation in this match was that Velveteen Dream had to win, or he could never go for the NXT title as long as Adam Cole was holding, right? And for some reason that and there are there are times when you do the stipulation and you do it and okay, you understand it, right, Eric? So you understand, why this is going to be the way it is, right? You understand it. And but for me, it was, it just, I to me, this makes the most sense in the world, especially this coming after um, Keith Lee retaining the North American title, right? So Keith Lee retained it, because Keith Lee would probably be the other person, right? Because I mentioned this in my thing, there are probably four guys other than Adam Cole that you would say would probably be um, the heavyweight title contenders, right? It would be Dream, Keith Lee, Finn Balor, Tommaso Ciampa, right? You think that's who the contenders would be? Um, or maybe I said Gargano. Maybe actually might have said Gargano, not Finn Balor, but you throw Finn Balor in there too, so that's five guys, right? Five guys who you would think would be the would be in the women's championship, right? So if you're gonna, if the logical question is that the next step is Keith Lee, right? Then you would take the title off of Keith Lee, but they keep the title on Keith Lee. Now, obviously, we got a long way to go before the takeover in October, not August. But we don't know what's going to happen with that, right? So I'm really, I just don't know. I really don't. I don't know what they're thinking about here. What's next? John Cole did beat Velveteen Dream, beat him with the Tequila Sunrise, or the Panama Sunrise, and the flipping Canadian Destroyer. Finally, the Canadian Destroyer as a finisher. But so I don't necessarily know what they're thinking with this. So it would make it, it would have made more sense for me to do this like at the next takeover, especially if Adam Cole's contract is running out. The rumors that he may want to go to AEW or anything like that. So I just don't get it. I don't necessarily get it what they're thinking about doing. But we'll see where it goes from there. I gave it 3 and a quarter star. It was a nice little match they had there. Next, now we're back live, back inside Full Sail and live, and now we've got the Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa match, and this match was exactly what it needed to be. It was Karrion Kross just absolutely destroying Tommaso Ciampa, taking him out, giving Tommaso Ciampa just a little bit, not a lot, and choked him out with the cross jacket or whatever I guess it's called the cross jacket or something like that, and put him out for the victory. Um, Very short, 1 star, but this is exactly what he needed to be. This is exactly what that needed to be. He to make Kenny Cross into a bigger star, and maybe that's what next to do. Maybe at some point that's what they're looking to do. Maybe they're looking to put Kenny Cross against Keith Lee. They have them two go at it with the title, North American title, on Karrion Kross, and Keith Lee will be pushed up to the NXT title, the big title. So we'll see about that. But yeah, again, exactly where it needed to be. Karrion Kross. And the main event was the NXT Women's Triple Threat match between Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Io Shirai. And these three ladies put on a hell of a show. They gave it their all. They were going nonstop. and some good spots. They got Shirai jumping off of the house because it's just in takeover in your house, and she jumped off the house onto everybody, um and there was some really good other stuff. Everybody get their stuff in. Some really good like finishes, and just a great story being told overall by these three women, each one wanting that opportunity to win. Now the finish I have a little bit of a problem with because we kind of saw this finish, a couple weeks ago, right, with the whole Drake Maverick thing when Kushida had Jake Atlas in the armbar and 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 Drake Maverick covered Jake Atlas for the 1, 2, 3. This kind of was. Rhea Ripley gets put in the figure 4, and Io Shirai hits her moonsault onto Rhea Ripley for the 1, 2, 3. She becomes the new NXT Women's Champion, and I kind of have a problem with that. I would something else should have happened. It's exactly like I said in my predictions video. Even though I predicted Charlotte, that was not correct, and I'll get to my predictions in a minute. But it is exactly what I said it was going to be, right? I said it was going to be, really why they did the triple threat matches so that whoever they wanted to win, if they didn't want Charlotte to win, then the other one could beat the other one. So Io could beat Ripley, or Ripley could beat Io, but no, they wasn't gonna beat Charlotte. So Io wins, and Charlotte is the new women's beat Charlotte. She's now the new NXT Women's Champion. Good for her. The match was a 4.25 star. I thought it was terrific. But again, I think again that they pulled the trigger too early on Charlotte's reign. Charlotte's reign should have been at the very least. It should have gone to the takeover to SummerSlam. At the very least, that's what it should have done. And I don't know if Charlotte's I guess they want to put Charlotte back on the main roster now. That's what this could be. This could be because with Becky Lynch now, pregnant and like that, they need to have Charlotte on full time, and so maybe that's what they're doing. That's what they're taking it off right now, so that they can put Charlotte back on Raw and have Charlotte do her stuff and become women's champion at some point, some Oscar. But I really do think that it was really way too early to take the title off of Charlotte. I really do. It's and I was thinking that it could last to the next WrestleMania, where you could have had a rematch between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, and it could have been and then you could have in front of people, and it could have been some type of special match, 2 out of 3 falls, Iron Woman match, something, and I think it would have been stole the show. But they wanted to do what they wanted to do. Again, they have their reasons for doing all of these things, So, yeah, that was the match. Again, like I said, it was 4.25 star, and that ended the show. So yeah, again, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like I just put on Twitter. I'm not a big fan of these 2 hour and 20 minute pay-per-views. I think these are, you know, I think it's kind of short sighted. But I have more of a problem with it being on the main roster than having a pay per view this short than on NXT. That's one. That's and also number two. I'm just glad we have wrestling on because there could not be any wrestling on. They could not. They could have shut down WWE and AEW from having to do wrestling, and they said that during this pandemic and things like that. But I'm glad it's on. I'm glad it's working, and So I'll take what I can get for now. But when we get back to normal, we need to get back into some normalcy here. And maybe even at some point we may even ever be able to get fans in very soon because the stuff that's happening down in Florida. I think there's a possibility that you can maybe start bringing in fans. They need to start bringing in fans, to the performance center and to Full Sail in a short time soon. So that could be something that could be very interesting to do. So I'll be on the lookout for that. So yeah, so okay, let's go ahead and let's check. Go ahead and check my predictions. It was a bad night. Bad night. I had Velveteen Dream winning. That did not happen. Karen Cross, he did win. Charlotte Flair lost. I didn't lose, but she didn't win. Finn Balor won. Johnny Gargano lost. Then I had the Candice LeRae team losing. So I went 2-4. 2-4. Wow, that's just awful. 2-4 for um, NXT Takeover in your house. Um, Let me try to do quick math here and calculate up. I was 6-2 at the Royal Rumble. I was 5-1 at Takeover Portland. I was 6-1 for Super Showdown. 6-1 for the Elimination Chamber. 4-3 for WrestleMania Night 1. 8-0 for WrestleMania Night 2. 4-2 for Money in the Bank, and then now 2-4 at NXT Takeover in your house. So again, let's see. Quick math. 6, 5, 11 plus 6 is 17 plus 6 23 plus 4 is 27 plus 8 is 35 plus 4 is 39 plus 2 is 41. 41 and 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 is 10 plus so I'm 41-14. Yeah, so far on the year I am 41-14 in my predictions. So that's actually really good. That's really good. I wanted to. I started off so hot. Wanted only with so many ones and everything like that. But obviously you have bad nights, and this was a bad night for me predicting NXT. I'll tell you, but hopefully I will have a better time predicting Backlash. Make sure you look out this coming Friday for my Backlash predictions. And we're talking about that Friday on the That's a Shoot. And not Friday, but Saturday. And then of course next week at this same time, maybe obviously a little later, I will be doing the Backlash of the reaction to what's went down. So make sure you are here for that. Hit the notification bell so that when I do go live, or when I upload the takeover predictions, the Backlash predictions, you will know when both happens. So make sure you go ahead and you do that. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments down below, post them down below, and let me know what you guys think of tonight's In Your House Takeover. And yeah. But by the way, before I do go, I want to talk about it was good to see Todd Pettengill come back. There's some fun, really things. I actually think this is maybe something that they should really actually think about doing. Instead of because they do the takeovers from the thing from the place that the other places are coming from. Like maybe when they do a takeover for the Royal Rumble, it's usually in the place where the Royal Rumble is, or something like that. But I actually kind of think that this is something that they should really actually kind of think about doing. A NXT takeover in your house. They should think about they did it for 25 years, but that actually should be maybe something that they do each and every year. A takeover in your house from like the performance center. So or from the Full Sail. I think that's what they should do because give that a whirl. See what they can do with that. But yeah, yeah, that's it for tonight. Get a little stuff there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJ Cook signing out. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.